continues to elude.
Which, fortunately, I can assist.
You have my attention, Lady Morrigan.
What Corypheus seeks in those Forgotten Woods is as ancient as it is dangerous. 'Tis best. This is an Illuvian, an elven artifact from a time long before their empire was lost to human greed. I restored this one at great cost, but another lies within the Arbor Wilds. That is what...
It's...
I found legends of an elven temple within the Arbor. It proved too dangerous to... If Corypheus has turned southward, he could succeed where I failed.
What does it do?
A more appropriate question would be, where does it lead? If this place once had a name, it has long been lost. I call it the Crossroads, a place where all Illuvians join, wherever they might.
This place is extraordinary. How could this even exist?
Who can say? Formed from the fabric of time and space. As you can see, as for the rest, a few can be opened from this side, but only.
Corypheus wants to come.
This,
And then...
he learned. You have...
Fertile ground even here. This whole...
You're the Inquisitor. I thought you'd be scarier. Mother said you were scary.
Why would your mother say such a thing?
I don't know. You seem nice for someone who kills a lot.
Kieran, are you bothering the Inquisitor?
I was just saying hello, Mother.
And now you are returning to your studies, little man. My son. Never where you expect him to be, naturally.
I didn't know you had a son.
Why would you? I take great pains to not let my own reputation affect him in any way. To most in the Imperial Court, he's simply a quiet and well-spoken lad. Perhaps the heir of some distant family. But he goes where I go. Worry not, Inquisitor. Kieran is a curious boy, but seldom troublesome.
Will his father be joining us as well?
'Twould be most unlikely. I have raised Kieran on my own for quite some time now, as was my preference from the start. So 'tis but the two of us, Inquisitor. Your fortress is a large place, and you will scarce notice our presence.
He seems like a fine young man.
But not the sort one might expect a woman like me to raise. No son of mine would be raised in a marsh, bereft of contact with the outside world. He has done well. His father has every reason to be proud. To think, until recently, this place stood decrepit, occupied only by the desperate and the lost. Now it is party to events that threaten to shake the world.
It sounds like you've heard of Skyhold.
This fortress was built upon the remains of a they called it is. They abandoned it, as did the humans who came.
I like this place. I've made it mine.
The magic in this place has seeped into the stones, protecting it from those who let it fall to ruin did not know what they possessed. You, I think, shall do it just. You were kind. I will do my best to aid your cause with all the knowledge at my disposal.
I appreciate.
Some might, yet what I...
This is a special one. For Cabot. I'd appreciate if it was first on your rounds.
It's out of the way.
Your worship. Honored to help.
Okay, to keep going out.
What happened in Adamant is a shame. I'm still reeling over the army of demons. Imagine what would have happened if the Inquisitor hadn't arrived.
Inquisitor.
Inquisitor? I've arranged an accord between the Marquis and the Dowager. Wonder of wonders. Perhaps they can be useful to us after all.
I'm still on the phone.
For judgment this day, Inquisitor, I must present Captain Tom Rainier, formerly known to us as Warden Blackwall. His crimes... well, you are aware of his crimes. It was no small expense to bring him here, but the decision of what to do with him is now yours.
I didn't think this would be easy, but it's harder than I thought.
Another thing to regret. What did you have to do to release me?
Josephine called in a few favors. There are enough people out there who owe the Inquisition.
And what happens to the reputation the Ambassador has so carefully cultivated? The world will learn how you've used your influence. They'll know the Inquisition is corrupt.
I wish there'd been another way, but my options were limited.
You could have left me there. I accepted my punishment. I was ready for all this to end. Why would you stop it? What becomes of me now?
Blackwall intended you join the Wardens. I will let them decide your fate. But only when Corypheus is dead. For now, Tom Rainier, the Inquisition needs you.
As you command.
Blackwall gave you the chance to atone through action. I find
I am grateful for this.
Hear what they did with the warden?
That was no warden.
Well, yes, that was the crime.
No, it wasn't. The crime was far worse.
You have...
Let me pick. Okay, now let me pick the other choice. Okay, let me pick the other choice. The one you let him go free.
Are the soldiers ready?
As ready as they can be. We're asking a lot of them.
Things a lot further than that.
fertile ground.
I thought you'd be scarier.
Some people seem to think I'm...
Those people haven't met you, have they?
Kieran. But he goes where I go. So... now it is party to... They abandoned
Yes.
it. And I will do my best.
Hello, Inquisitor. Honored to help.
Inquisitor. Have you heard anything? Not yet. I'll let you know as soon as I do.
Ah, here it is.
It was no small
The world will learn. Why would you stop it? What becomes of me now?
You have your freedom.
It cannot be as...
It isn't. You're free to atone as the man you are, not the traitor you thought you were, or the warden you pretended to be.
The man I am. I barely know him. But he... If my future is mine, then
Take your...
She looked through me from the garden.
Her gracious lady bit.
I was think...
Look, you're nice. Can't wait, what's on? When we walked where willows were, with withered vines on the broken sand. It's poetry because of W's and shit. Back, yeah? Always good.
I'd like to know more about you now.
It's embarrassing enough now, may as well.
Anything more to say about where you came from, aside from hating cookies there?
Denerim mostly. Before running into another Jenny. He was fun. Had weird friends though. I think some of them were a lot more serious. I suppose they were like family. Better than Lady Emerald ever was. You know why? They didn't give two squirts about who or what you were. It was all what you did.
So where are the rest of them?
All over. Or some go. Eventually, someone asks for a favor against them. So don't get like that, you hear?
Denerim is a lot...
By Stinky.
Sarah.
Denerim was... But Val... You saw it. Olay is...
So is that...
Nobody... Maybe some lessons to start. But mostly just the...
Do you remember...
Well... No. Of all the things to pray at, they could at least pick one with apple.
It's nice to see this side of you. That you trust me.
Don't you go blabbing around, yeah? Because I'll have a big, trusting foot up your pucker.
I think...
Well, don't. Are you the humanist human? Can some... Because you could be more than just that. To me, anyway.
Whatever I am to you, Sarah, that's all I need.
Listen to you turning rubbish into butter. Right, Inquisitor. Leave it there, for now.
We'll talk later.
If you say so. Sitting and waiting. Great, yeah?
I was thinking you...
Look, you're nice. Back, yeah? Always good.
Is your network of contacts still active?
After Lord Ars,
crap that he killed people, though. They were just trying to stand up a little. Gets you paid. I don't get punch a bully. It's inspiring, even if it sometimes goes tits up and they take a hit back. You know, like Haven.
So, you think that what you do is just as inspiring as what...
I said it would. They sure as... So yes, I inspire. Little pockets of inspiration.
I get it.
Well, it's you that's weird. I kind of like it.
We'll talk...
It's all good. Love seeing you, yeah?
So you like to have fun. The Inquisition seems an odd fit.
I'm here for you. And to help people.
It's stuff...
It is. Mostly.
See what?
I don't know. But it's... So I'm selfish. It's all for me. Count yourself lucky, I guess. Sky's pretty, even with that thing.
Thank you.
Thank you for Haven and your efforts at Theron.
Inquisitor?
He's in the Gales. He fights for the people.
Heard you found something that had to do with war. Would have liked. I've been meaning to thank you. There are 100 things that need your attention. You didn't have to take the time to help me.
If the history...
You've proved a great admiration for you. And I've never been more certain in my decision to join you.
There will be opportunity.
Then I look forward to it.
How shall I refer to you? Rainier or Blackwall?
I've gotten used to Blackwall. Perhaps we could treat it as less of a name and more of a title. Almost like Inquisitor. Reminds me of what I ought to be.
Everyone...
Exactly. I'm glad you understand.
No. Finally, a place for... the horses. I forgot about the Ferelden horses.
Feels good to be back at work, Inquisition. And lucky you have me. Mountain air like this, not healthy for many animals. But I'll make do with your little fortress.
Heard anything?
Too busy to hear things.
How are your...
Oversupplied. No,
Are your wife...
Elena's mom. I miss them. But someone has to save the world.
Farewell.
Make her be...
While we're doing the mission, well, shit.
Finally. I started to think you weren't coming.
Nobody said you had to hang out in the creepy cave while you waited.
Well, I did wait, so let's make this quick. These idiots are carrying the red lyrium out in unprotected containers. We don't want to stick around long enough for it to start talking to us.
Why would the containers need to be protected?
Lyrium is incredibly dangerous in its raw form. It can poison or kill dwarves, and we're resistant to it. Sometimes it just explodes. No warning.
Basically, only crazy people mine lyrium.
The mining cast doesn't just sling it into a bucket. It's carried in special containers that keep it under control. And that's normal lyrium. The red stuff is worse. I wouldn't be surprised if most of their miners die just digging it up.
You seem to know more about the effects of red lyrium than most.
Varric told me plenty about what it did to him. And his brother.
How did you find this operation in the first place? There must be hundreds of Deep Road's entrances.